The diagram for the Sishu circuit. Here we cannot consider the individual output of the each flip flop. We only consider the output at the final stage. Okay, and when the data bits are transferred into that flip flop, and that output is the input of that flip flop, and the output is the input of this flip flop, and finally we get the output at in the Q0 bit, and we have to calculate what is our Q0 bit. That this is our output. How, in which way, when we cannot give any clock pulse, then the input is 0, and Q2, Q1, Q0 is also 0. And when we give the first clock pulse here, and what is our first clock pulse? That is 0. Okay, and so in the first clock pulse our input is 0, so this 0 is transferred into this 0 is transferred here, this 0 is transferred here. So as the D flip flop is transferred in flip flop, so this 0 is transferred to Q2, but Q2, and this is the input of this flip flop, but Q1 holds only the previous output. Okay, Q1 holds only the previous output in this way. So this 0 is here, this 0 is here, and this 0 will be vanished. Okay, and in the second clock pulse is 1, and this 1 is if the input is 1, then the output is also 1, and this 0 is here, this 0 is here, and this 0 is also vanished. Okay, and again the third clock pulse, that is the input is 1, so as our input was 1 1 0, so this 1 is transferred to Q2, that in the output, and this 1 is here, this 0 is here, and this 0 will be vanished. And in the third clock pulse, what happens? In the third clock pulse, this 1 again it is 1, so 1 is our output at Q2, and this 1 is here, this 0 is here, this 1 is here, this 0 is here, and this 0 will be vanished. In the fourth clock pulse, what happened? In the fourth clock pulse, we can see that in the fourth clock pulse, see minutely, you can see that what happened. This 0, sorry, and this 1 is 1, this 1 is transferred to here, this 1 is transferred to here, and this 0 will be vanished, and in the Q2 there is no value. As there is no value, so we can consider that is 0. And in the fourth clock pulse, 0 or no value. Fourth clock pulse, our input is 0 or no value, or we can write that in the dash symbol. Okay, and the fifth clock pulse, or it is also 0 or no value, as there is no input in the fifth clock pulse, but this one will be shifted here, this 0 will be shifted here, as the Q1 and Q2 holds the previous output. Okay, and Q2 is the transparent to the input. So there is no value, as there is no value, it will consider as 0, and our input is 0, so this is Q2 equal to 0, and this 0 will be transferred to here, this 1 will be transferred to here, and this 1 will be vanished. Okay, so this is our serial output. We will calculate in this way. We calculate this value in the Q0, at the Q0. Okay, so our input was 1 1 0, and at the output we get 0 1 1. So now we have to calculate. So here the 1 1 0, this 3 bit is already transferred in serial way, and at the output we get that input similar to the input, that is 1 1 0. So now we get 0 1 1 or 1 1 0, whatever. All the bits are already transferred, and these bits are in the serially transferred at the output Q0. So what is the formula? What is the formula of calculating the time? In the SIPO, in the SIPO we calculate in this way. For transferring 3 bit, we are taking 3 clock pulses. Okay, we are taking 3 clock pulses. Here we have seen that for transferring 3 bits, this is our input and this is the 3 bits, we are taking 3 clock pulses. Okay, and we are taking 3 flip flop also. So if for example what we can say, for example, if each clock pulse equal to 3 second, each clock equal to t second, and each clock pulse is equal to, the duration of each clock pulse is equal to 3 second. So 3 clock pulse equal to 3 into t, that is 9 second. So what is the formula? The total time or the duration of the of a 3 bit transferring of a n bit transferring data from input to the output in serial way through the shift register, that is n bit data will be transferred in n into t times. Okay, where n is the number of bits and t is the clock duration or millisecond, clock duration in millisecond. Okay, and here what we can see, that this is the n, so 3 clock pulses here, and we also need more 2 clock pulses. Okay, for transferring the data completely in the SISO, so here n plus a, here that is n equal to 3, and here 2. For 2 we can write n minus 1 equal to 2. So n plus n minus 1 into t equal to 2n minus 1 into t, that is our formula, where n equal to number of bits and t equal to clock duration. Okay, so in the previous case it was SIPO, where 3 bits data is transferring from the shift register through the shift register in input to the output. In parallel case, that we need to calculate the time duration, that is n into t equal to 3 into 3, 9 seconds. But here we have to calculate to n minus 1 into t. For example, we need to transfer 4 bit data, and our each clock duration is 2 milliseconds. So for SISO it will be 2 into n minus 1, that is 2 into 4 minus 2 millisecond, 2 into 4 minus 2, 2 into 4 minus 1 into 2. Okay, so it's 7 into 2, that is 14 millisecond clock pulses are required for the SISO. But in case of SIPO, it is n into 2, that is 4 into 2, 8 milliseconds. So in SIPO our clock duration is very low. In SIPO our clock time duration for transferring data is very low, and so there are some differences between SISO and SIPO. What is that? So total time taken for